Oh no, don't be silly. No. Beautiful. Hey guys, we are here with the beautiful Nadine from Ivy Institute. Welcome.
Hi, welcome here.
Thank you. I've been wanting to meet this woman for so long, so we're finally here. So for our little community that maybe not know you, can you just have a chat to them and tell them a little bit about you?
Yeah, for sure. Hi, I'm Nadine. I'm the founder, I guess you'd call me that, CEO, master of all things within the Ivy Institute. I've been a florist for 30, I hate even counting now, 36 years or something, from a whole wide range of, my first retail shop when I was a baby, 23, wedding and events business from a home-based studio, and then teaching for 17 years with TAFE before I decided to leave formal teaching. And I still really love education. That's kind of like my real passion, and teaching the next generation of florists a more sustainable, earth-conscious way to design, to create a business that's really aligned and very them, rather than one on default or one they think they're supposed to have, but then inevitably burn out from it because doesn't fit within their life and it just doesn't work for them. Just helping florists through online, in-person courses and a membership and mentoring, coaching.
I love that. So that's my next question. Can you share how the Ivy Institute came about? Well, how long ago now?
2019.
Wow.
So 7 years this year, which just seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
That I left teaching and did the big leap out of something that was very secure, very safe, well paid, all of those things, but wasn't aligned. So then when I come from that place of feeling really disconnected to the job, but from what I wanted to be teaching and how I wanted to be teaching, that's from my own experience, because it just didn't feel right, and I knew that I had more to offer, but not in the capacity I was delivering it. So it was like, okay, back to my own business again, which is, exciting and scary, all the things, to build something that would build community and move the industry forward in a way that I felt was not just sustainable, for the environment, but sustainable in every way, economically and ethically as well. Then 2020 happened. And of course, all of my workshops, the weddings I still had on the go, everything was wiped out. And so I was like, that was a good time to leave the stable thing.
Yeah.
And then I revisited, thanks to Rob, actually, my husband, because he's always he's just always my biggest cheerleader. He's awesome.
I love that.
But he said to me, why don't you do that online thing that you were going to do years ago? And probably 15 years previous, I had this vision in my mind of doing, a Jamie Oliver style tutorials down the creek, making all this, had this whole vision, which back then would have been filming, burning them on a disc, posting them out to people in the mail. So thank God I waited for the internet to catch up to
my God.
So that's how the membership came about.
Yeah.
I found a photographer and filmmaker in Flor, Valerie Rideau, who's amazing and I admired. And so the greenhouse kind of idea came about in, we started filming in here in April, and then by October we launched the membership, and that's 6 years ago.
Off,
so
and you're doing so well with that.
That has got a beast of a library in there now. I shouldn't call it a beast. It's a beautiful, epic library.
I love that.
70-something tutorials in there and all the other business things, and
So, and I can see how you're just evolving all the time.
Yes.
And you're guest speaking now, so you've really put yourself out there to talk all things education, sustainability,
someone wants
florals.
to hear me ramble on.
Well, you're at the Melbourne Flower Show this year, I believe, right?
Yeah. In a different capacity this year, I'm actually taking a group for a floral immersion, so they're going to be assisting on Tuesday. Which is such a fantastic experience.
Beautiful
because
opportunity.
And then also attending workshops. We're actually going to be doing a floral tour of the iconic flower shops of Melbourne.
Oh my goodness.
Because there's some incredible stores in Melbourne, and there's a whole different floral culture in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So to be able to take these women on a personal kind of VIP tour of Melbourne, beautiful boutique hotel. Like there's always got to be this little luxy part for all of my retreats if I can kind of make them really nurturing and special, as well as getting down and dirty with your cutters and being part of the show. So
and
a
there's
few spots left of that.
Oh, that's good. So how do people find out about that?
Just DM me. I haven't even really promoted it other than within my kind of inner circle in a membership, and
we'll have that on ours.
So if they're interested, I've got a few spots left. It's just need a little bit of floral experience just so that you can be a helper.
Yes,
you know?
I love
or
that.
Loads of experience, but maybe intimidated by the show, but really wanting to actually compete in the show. This is a perfect like little toe in to see what it's like.
To see what could potentially happen next year. I love that. Oh my god. Okay,
anyway,
so we'll definitely
we'll
put
see
that
you
in.
at the show.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you believe makes a great floral educator?
Oh, that's a great question. I think from my experience of being an educator, but also being a hungry learner for new things and new techniques, you can sometimes come across a designer who you deeply admire, you love their work, but they're not always great at passing the knowledge on. They're great to watch. You can get, blown away by the concept, but not actionable, like tactile skills to be able to do it and implement it yourself, or take some of those techniques and move them further in your own way. So I'm very aware of that, and I think all the years of doing it, I don't know, 20 plus years of teaching people, what I try to do is not sort of come at teaching with a do as I do mentality, but this is a technique, or this is the way the flowers work, or this is let the flowers speak to you, so you can see, like, don't be the boss of them so much, just really trust that it's a partnership and it's a collaboration between you and the flowers. It's not you designing them, if you know what I mean.
It's working together.
Yes, it is. Definitely. And so if I can pass on techniques and knowledge and mistakes and wins and different things that have worked for me, so that my students, if you like, can then take those into their own, apply them in their own way. I love that. A technique that can be used 20 different ways, and that's so much about sustainable design too, because you're engineering a new concept of stability for your flowers or water source, and then it's like, oh, actually I could use that on this and this, and it can go in multiple different directions. So I think that's what I try to do. Whether that makes me a good teacher or not, I don't know. I think it does, from the feedback I get from my students or my florists that learn from me. But
you're doing something right 20 years later, and you're still doing this amazing profession and loving it as well.
Yeah, passionate more than ever. Yeah.
Oh, wow, I love that. So what's one lesson you wish every emerging florist understood earlier on in their career?
Not to get so bogged down by that little device over there and get stuck in comparisonitis.
Smoke and mirrors.
Because I didn't start like that. You might not have either. You just got in your own little bubble and found your own authentic creative voice in yourself, because there was no outside noise to tell you any different. Yes, I did formal learning, and it was very much do as I do, otherwise you don't get the good marks. So that's why I don't teach like that now, because I don't believe that's... Yes, you need to learn the foundations, but there was not a lot of room for creative expression. So when I started my own shop at 23, I just went rogue and did my own thing, and that paid off for me. But I think as helpful and as a beautiful connecting tool as social media can be, and it is. Met some great friends through that platform.
Yeah.
I think it's quite stifling and quite intimidating for the florists coming through now.
I think so.
They get, there's way too much noise for them to foster their own uniqueness, their own unique creativity, which is, everyone's hands are different, right? Everyone's going to handle a flower differently.
It's so true, and we often, this conversation comes up weekly with me. There is that noise and smoke and mirrors of what things are looking like online and what they are in reality. I often see, in every industry, I think there's, craziness in all areas, but I think that, forget the noise and just concentrate on your niche, your creativity and what you love to do, and surround yourself with really amazing, like-minded, supportive people. Yep. Definitely.
Use that as inspiration for sure.
Yes.
And put it away.
Yeah.
And then go and play by yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
Get advice if you need it from, it doesn't have to be me, anyone that you
look up to,
and who you believe that you trust what they're going to tell you is the right thing, and trust what their advice will be. And then don't be afraid to just keep learning all the time. Just because you've just, I'm still doing courses all the time. I love it.
Yeah, well, that's what keeps us inspired and evolving daily as well.
Don't think that once you've done, a course, whatever that course may be, that you're done. I think it's a creative industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're not feeding that well, then
definitely
you're going to get really stuck and bored and jaded by the industry. You see that happening.
Yes, definitely. It's good to chat that, because I think that's so important, especially for those
new ones.
Absolutely.
Who you're getting fed is someone's version of success online, and what's your version of success? Like, have you actually thought about it? It doesn't have to be doing, 3 $50,000 weddings a year.
Absolutely.
Maybe you want to do beautiful elopements that are $2,000, and you can make a great profit still on $2,000 on a little wedding. I just
love that. Very good to chat about. We need to chat more about that. How do you prepare your students for the realities of running a sustainable floral business?
The very first step is getting clear on how this will fit into their life.
Yeah.
That's the first part.
Wow.
It's got to be, it's what does their life look like now, and what capacity do they have, mental bandwidth, finances, time. Again, what's their version of success? Is it working only 2 days a week and spending the rest of the time with their family? That's fine.
Love that.
Is it purely financial gain that they want to get out of it? Is it lifestyle? Is it to be finally doing something creatively in their life? Like, everyone's version isn't a dollar figure at the end of the day. And so when I see that marketing around the whole 7-figure and like, this is where you want to be and earn more, work less, it's such hype rubbish. It drives me nuts. Because that's not always everybody's motivation.
No.
Yes, we want to have a profitable business, and then, I try to help my clients as much as I can to create that. But it has to work in your life, because you can come up with some crazy strategy and plan, but if in 6 months' time, your family's left you and you've got no time left for anything else, well, that's clearly not working for you.
Absolutely.
You might have made your money, but then what?
And everyone's, I get, that is such a great question though. What is success? Like, that would be so different to everyone, because my word this year was freedom, and having the freedom to have a slow morning and have a swim if I wanted to, or have a slow morning and take the boys to school. That for me was important, and I closed the books on a few things, or doing things differently this year to what I did last year. So success is definitely very different to each individual, right?
And I think we don't, this is a really exciting industry that has so many options available for you to, if money is the success, that you can make some great
100%.
money and make a great, an exciting, creatively inspiring business around what you love to do. Like, there's so many possibilities, way more than when I started.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a retail shop or none back then.
Right.
You know, and now there's just, I can see just,
so
you know, in
more.
the flower growing area, sort of sector, as well as retail, as home-based businesses, as
online,
as editorial work and travel. Like, there's so many opportunities. So I think that defining the success and really defining how a business model can fit into their life, and then we unpack a business model that's going to work for them.
Right. I love that. So each individual student for you would be different, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every mentor client, it's very hard for me to probably put packages together because
100%. Everyone's different.
Everybody's different. Everyone's motivations are different. Everyone's skill set's different.
Yeah.
The business that you're creating is unique. I want them to create one that's uniquely theirs. That's the one that's going to stand out amongst all the noise.
Yeah. And you want those success stories. You want them. You want to see them flourish.
Fly.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what buzzes me up.
Yes, and seeing them 2 years later flourishing and doing so well.
Like proud mum moment. You know, even though you were in their life for a little mini second.
Yeah, but you made a difference.
Yeah, some beautiful testimonials, like just not even testimonials. I'll use them as that, but just beautiful feedback popped in the inbox yesterday from 2 ladies I worked with last year, and I was like,
I love that.
I'm so excited now with the changes I've made, and I was like, that's like what makes your day.
Oh my God, and that's what makes you keep going and driving you more. I'm doing something right. Love that.
Yeah.
Why is supporting women in floriculture so important to you?
I don't think they've had much of a voice for a long time.
Right.
Not so much in floristry, would I say it's been a bit of a man's world, but definitely in the growing sector. So I just love working with women in general, because I think they can be so powerful in so many ways and do so many good things for themselves, their family, as role models for their children. And to mix that with creativity being part of their life work and what they put out, I think is very fulfilling for them. And it as I said, so multifaceted now, which makes it really exciting. But I just think to empower women, to inspire them is wonderful, but to empower women to make a change, like that's what I want to be helping.
I love that.
Where I want to be kind of making an impact for women. And again, just creating that unique business that's like so their own. Like that's what I love doing.
I love that, and we need to
why, but
have Nadine at the next summit in 27. I think we've already quietly spoken about that, definitely, because I think the more of us that stick together, the stronger we become. I think in this industry, I think it's it's
changing too.
Oh, I do too. We only just spoke about this yesterday, Jen and I feel like it's from where it was a few years ago to now. I think more and more women want to join forces and grow together, and there's room for you all, everyone, to flourish and succeed. I think that's powerful when we all, and I think definitely there's a movement of that now.
Yeah, for sure. Especially in the growers. Yes. I would say from the growing community, I feel like is very, very supportive of new growers coming through, especially the micro farming community. Floristry's catching up to that. I've been in floristry, as I said, a very, very long time. And probably one of the main motivators for me to move into a mentoring space was because I was a 23-year-old with no one to talk to about anything, and very alone, like making all the mistakes, no one to ask. The industry was very shut. You couldn't ask another florist a thing, even in the market, anywhere. No one wanted to share, which, it's not super nice to kind of step into that, especially industry like that. But I just went and got on with it. Well, I'll just wing that then, or whatever. But it's changing too, and I'm seeing the next generation of florists that are freelancing for each other and helping each other out. And you see them in the markets together, and they're like little posses everywhere, kind of helping each other. And I think,
yeah, that's beautiful.
God, it's like it's finally coming in, and it's not so much gatekeeping of information anymore. And it can still be competitive for sure, like any industry, but I do see that the floral industry is starting to soften a little bit, and I think that's really nice to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the more
it's about
the
time.
better.
Definitely. And my last one, how do you see women shaping the world of florals? How do you see that happening?
How do I see that happening? Shaping the...
Yeah, I'm more with that. Going back to there's a movement now, and obviously with particularly flower growers, but also floral designers, more probably flower growers, and them, because it has definitely, what you said before, been such a man's world.
Yes.
Now
I think it's changed a lot in regards to seeing fresh opportunities that are available, especially for farmers. Like I love working with farmer florists who are ready to kind of expand to just so many different directions, either what they grow to experiences they offer on the farm or outside of the farm, the story that they have to tell, even though they don't think they have a story, but they really have a story that people want to eat up. And as far as the designing side of things, I think there's some really exciting florists coming through. There's a real shift. I think I said this last year in Melbourne at the panel event that I ran, but it was the next trend is authenticity.
Yes, definitely.
So this whole what's the next trend in floristry? Trends come and go, by the way. Don't get stuck on them. They just they flip, and they
create
flip quicker and quicker and quicker. The next trend is your own authentic creative voice. So if you're not sure how to get that, like I said before, use that little space
device
for inspiration. Put it away and start practicing and playing. And whether you do the exact same design, but then decide what you love about it, what you don't, to create your own version. It's not about copying. It's just about
make it your
playing
own
and making it your own.
Definitely.
Your own voice, your own creative voice will start to get fed with itself rather than looking outwardly and starting to design from within. And that you can see the florists that are doing that now, and they're flying.
Yeah, my God. Absolutely.
In an industry that, the naysayers will be always on a downer about, floristry in some capacities, no money to be made there and all that rubbish. It's rubbish.
Yes, I agree.
The florists that are embracing their own voice creatively are soaring. And it's so good to see. And
that's what it's all about, isn't it? Because it's art and it's creating with flowers, and
creating with nature is hard.
Yes, absolutely. And working with them. I was talking to one of our growers a few days ago, and she had said that, I've got someone working with me who's so clever, and he's teaching me to read my garden. And she had a ranunculus, which is so out of season, pop up, and he said, it's time to plant. She was like, what? He said, it's time. And she planted all her ranunculus a few days ago. So it's just, creative and working with the seasons and all these crazy things that are happening out there at the moment with climate change and spinning.
No, she's a resilient beast. She will just have to read and connect to the rhythm of nature as much as you can, and stop. We need to stop being so bossy about it as humans, because we are nature. We are a part of nature. We forget. People forget. So when you connect more to that, and you feel it, and if you can run your business with that, but I try to do that as much as I can. A lot of my events will be on moon cycles, not dates,
Yes,
or seasonal,
beautiful.
equinox or solstice or whatever.
Yeah.
I try to find these little pockets of ways that I can connect the way I live and also the way I run my business to the rhythm that's already around
us.
me,
Yeah.
and it just feels more
Yeah.
in line. Like it just, it gets a bit woo woo. I know.
Yeah,
for
no,
some,
I love
but
that. I love that.
Whatever.
This year I'm excited about, and I cannot wait to watch so many of our women flourish. Not just in our industry, but I feel like this year is going to be so exciting for the ones that want to embrace change as well. But yeah, I'm excited.
And are brave.
Absolutely.
You only hear one
I know.
tiny weeny moment.
I
Like
know.
if fear's holding you back, honestly, it's such a thief.
Get rid of it. Yes,
It's an
good
absolute
advice.
thief.
Yeah.
So
You're amazing. Thank you so much.
thanks for coming.
Oh, no worries. I've wanted to meet you for so long, and you're just exactly the way that I thought you would be. So thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jess.
No
Thanks
worries.
for having me.
I'm just going to turn this off so we can have a chat more.